and lights and things like that. So yeah, and then I had to do a course quite late minute, so for work. So we're going in, as the title says, with the NYX Warm Neutrals. Now don't be put off by the title, guys, because Warm Neutrals, that NYX palette, they do have some shimmers. So I'm going to show you. I've shown it before on my lives, so I will show you in a moment. But again, apologies for being late. So this is it. You can see there is some shimmers in there, so we're going to be using that. And it's very affordable for people. It's not too expensive, but it's got really good quality. Really good quality eyeshadows in there. So apologies that I'm a bit late. So just cleansing my skin with the micellar water, and this is the Garnier Skin Active micellar water for sensitive skin. And I'm just going to pop that around the skin. We're going to be going in with the Revolution Skin Silk again today. Foundation. It's definitely getting used. This one here, you can see it gets used. I'm probably three uses left in the e.l.f. Putty Primer, so that's good as well. So yeah, we're gonna go with that. Okay. I'm gonna try and get some glowiness going. So I'm gonna use the end of this. This is the Nourishing Gel Moisturizer Detox Vitamin C. We're gonna do that. Yeah, we're definitely coming to the end of that. So I think I'll only get one more use out of that, I think. But this is a really nice detox cleanser. It's got lots of vitamin C in it. So we're just going to pop that around the skin. I am going through a phase of redness, you can see in the T-zone. So we're just going to really get lots of moisture into the skin. This time of year as well, it's so dry with the weather, the cold, everything affects our skin. So it's really important to moisturize. And we're just going to make sure that's all. I would say leave any creams you're putting on, leave them for about 30 seconds before you go on to your next step. Hello. So guys, this is a makeup tutorial. It just says it in the title. It's an eyeshadow palette makeup tutorial. My name is Kira. I do makeup tutorials and reviews online, and then outside of YouTube, I'm a support worker for people with autism and Down syndrome. So that's a little bit about me. Okay, so let me, Lonely Wolf, hello. Yinteng89, hello from the Philippines. Hey, name and car for an edit, okay. Lonely Wolf, I am from Ireland, Dublin in Ireland. Today we are doing a makeup tutorial. Name a car for edit, okay. So thank you for joining, guys. So as I said, outside of YouTube, I'm a support worker. I work with people with autism and Down syndrome. And then here I do makeup tutorials and reviews. So, okay, so that's kind of the serum, but we are not going to forget about SPF, because no matter what time of year it is, you do need protection. The sun still comes through, the rays still come through, the UVAs. So I'm just going to, this is what we're using today. It's SPF 30, minimum SPF 30. So we're just going to start with that. I'm getting my hair cut very shortly. So I'm looking forward to that, because it's getting to a length where I just can't cope with it. It's a bit long. Okay, so that's, I only use that much, and anything else we need, we'll just, if it's too much, okay, we can pop. So this is the SPF, sun protection factor. We're going to pop on minimum 30. I know somebody was saying on a live that they got 70, which is quite high. And somebody else said that they got factor 100. So obviously where they live is quite hot. Okay, let's just get that. And then we'll just put some of them on the neck here as well. But let me know, guys, where you're from. If you're new, do take a look at the profile. If you're interested in makeup or mental health, I do some mental health, requested to do some mental health videos as well. I'm looking super shiny at the minute, but that will go. Okay, we're just going to use what's left. And I'm just going to make sure the comments are all set up okay. Okay. I think big eyelashes would look very good on you. Yes, I do. I don't have the longest lashes. We will get there in the makeup tutorial for sure. Lengthening and volumizing. Okay. I did always want to try the false lashes, as in somebody to do them. Okay, so that's kind of all starting to get tacky now. Now we're going to go in before the foundation with a putty primer from e.l.f. and that's just going to keep the foundation on. And again, the foundation is the Sun Revolution Skin Silk Serum. So anytime you hear serum in a product, you know there's a lot of skincare put into that. So we're going to first of all go in with a primer. Here it is. But do let me know where you're from, guys. It's always good to speak to new people, find out where you're from. Okay, so it's a thicker primer, guys. When you hear putty primer, it's very, very thick, but it's going to help that foundation, particularly in autumn and winter, stay on. But yes, I think if I was to do big eyelashes, I'd like to get them done professionally. False eyelashes are a bit irritating. The glue is quite irritating for me, but I would love to get them actually professionally done. Not too crazy, but like just kind of enough. So, okay, so we've done our skincare, the primer. Now I'm going to show you the Skin Silk from Revolution. I'm in F5. I got color matched in the store. She color matched me. So I'm just going to show you what it looks like. I always warm it on the back of my hand. I know I'm looking tired today, guys. It's definitely been a crazy week in work this week. So that's what it looks like. I always warm it up on the back of my hand first. Name Ralph Eddie. Love you. Okay, so that's what it looks like. And I know you're thinking it looks a different color, but you'll see how it neutralizes to my skin tone. You'll see that in a moment. Okay, so we're going to go in with the Real Techniques foundation. You could use a sponge if you wanted to. I like to use a foundation brush. So we're going to go in with Real Techniques foundation brush. Julie and Fleas, I have a match test tomorrow. Do you mean a maths test? You are Ukrainian. No, I'm from Ireland, Dublin in Ireland. But I do have friends in Ukraine. Madhu, will you marry me? Getting proposed to. Future Benj, let me get you some flowers. Okay. So you can see, guys, that's why I wanted to show you, even though what the color it looks like now, you can see there's no actual change in tone of my skin. It's just color corrected the redness. So maths test, yeah, I thought you meant that. What kind is it? Algebra? What kind of maths test is it? Okay, so I'm just gonna use the rest. You're crying? Why? Why are you crying? Future Banj, are you single? I don't need to give out too much information about myself on the lives, guys. You can always go into my longer form content. So, okay, guys, so you can see I'm just using what I have up there. And you can see it's kind of definitely a good color match. That's when, you know, if you turn to the side and it's very much similar to your, no, not at all. No. Oh my goodness, that's not a good compliment. Oh my goodness. No, I'm not. Nowhere near. Oh gosh. That's nice. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that's kind of enough. We're going to go into the concealer now, which is going to be the e.l.f. Medit Turgo, I love you. I got it, future. Oh my god, guys, that's a nice compliment. Okay, so we're going to be using two things today. We're going to be using the Rimmel the Multitasker, Better Than Filters. I'm going to be using it as a highlight. Hi, Sarah Verna. Hi, Gazebo. Future Banj Medet. I think you're 29. Definitely not 45. My God, that's scary. Okay, so this is just a like a glow booster. You can use it as a primer. I always say this, but if you've got very, very good skin, you can just use it as a foundation. This is Rimmel the Multitasker, better than filters. So all we're going to do is pop that really lightly around the face. We're going to use the same brush from Real Techniques, which I put somewhere safe. Here you go. I don't see what the big deal is if I am Future Banj. I don't see the big deal about it. This is a makeup tutorial, so okay, so you can see it just gives a bit of a glow, but then we're going to put in on the concealer just to kind of help with the color. I'm definitely tired with the overnights were really, really bad this, last week and this week. Tomorrow I'm on another one, so I enjoy the support work, but it's definitely when you have to do an overnight, it's, yeah, it can be tiring. Okay, so I'm just going to do the concealer now, which is the e.l.f. Hydro Camo Concealer. Medet, will you marry me? How about taking you on a date? Oh my goodness, guys, this is a makeup tutorial, people. So this is the Hydrating Camo Concealer from e.l.f. They do have a kind of normal skin one. This is for dry skin, which I do have at the minute. I'm looking so pale on this and yellow, my gosh. Okay. I'm on like 7 vitamins a day, so to still look this pale, to still look this pale and be on 8 or 9 vitamins a day, a little bit scary. Okay. Maybe I need to move to a really hot country, get natural vitamin D. Okay. Okay. Right. So what we're going to do now is just warm that up with the fingers, particularly under the eyes, guys. I don't really, and I know you're saying it's quite a lot, but when I brush that in, because it's so small, it isn't going to look too much. So, and it just helps kind of with the T-zone. So when I do blend it in, guys, it's the thing is, when I'm in a hotter country, I do tan okay, so I tend to look a lot healthier. But in Ireland and England, we don't get the sun much at this time of year. So I've got a friend in Canada who said that it's really nice today. And I thought it's November in Canada. I always think of snow when I think of Canada for some reason. Okay. Okay, so we're just doing that. Yeah, I think of snow with Canada. Okay, so that's kind of looking a little bit more healthier, guys, and you can see, like, it's starting to look more kind of put together, basically. What we're going to do now is set the face. When I say that, I mean with powder, just setting powder. So this is mattifying powder from Collections, and it's got SPF 20. Let me just catch up with the comments. I am your daddy. Let's see your transformation. I like my girls to be very colorful. Future Benj, the makeup looks so good on you. Oh my goodness, you have a round face. It looks so good on you. Okay. So this has an SPF of 20 in it, guys. Okay. I know it looks quite white, but when you put it on, it's translucent, so it doesn't affect any color, basically, that you put on. I think I'm coming down with the cold. The thing is, I love working with support, helping people, but you tend to catch all the colds and the flu because the people that you help, their immune system is really low. So you end up catching like the flu from them, even if you're quite healthy, because you spend so much time with them. So all I'm doing is, you can see it hasn't made it super white. It just sets everything. And it's got an SPF of 20. Medet, you are my life. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So as you can see, everything is starting to kind of calm down. The redness is gone, and it's still not looking too much, if you know what I mean. So that's what we want. We want the makeup to just make us look good, but not heavy. We don't want heavy makeup. So that's what we're doing there. Okay. This is the Revolution baking powder in pink, obviously, rose. So what do you guys do if you're new here? What you want to tell me about you and how your week is going? Okay. Hi, Aram. I think you're just spanning Medet. Some people come on and just say the exact same thing the entire time. So it's usually just spamming. Okay. Okay. And this is just putting it in. It just sets everything that we've done. Okay, guys. Let me just catch up with the comments, guys. Okay. Medet, future Banj Medet. Siraj Judah Haynes, Shadow. My name is Siraj. My country is India. I work in the UAE. I am first come to this live. Very happy to see you all. Love to all. Sejabef, go bold. Okay. Aram, me. Travis, are you real? Never mind if you are. I was so confused about AI. I'm not AI. Oh my goodness. I'm not getting ready for anything. I do get readies with me that was requested by the subscribers. So it's just a get ready with me showing the makeup that I have. I'm not going out. It's like 8:30 at night. I'm not going out today. Too much makeup. You don't need it. Okay. But I need plastic surgery. Okay. I love how people come on and their profile picture is just a letter. So I'm sure you're absolutely perfect. Yeah. Hi, Paul. No, heavy makeup isn't good. It's not good at all. I completely disagree. I think girls should wear makeup for confidence, but heavy makeup, it just looks, it takes away from who they are naturally. I think makeup can be very creative, but I would disagree with that. I think heavy makeup, no, it's not my, I wouldn't personally agree with that. So I'm not going out, guys, no. This is what I do Mondays, usually Wednesdays, but I was working late and yesterday I got stuck in traffic and things like that. So usually Sundays, Mondays and Wednesdays I go live at 8 o'clock Ireland and UK time. Okay, so that's kind of everything set, you know, the powder's done. And as you can see, guys, I've made sure like it's not too heavy. You can still see that it's kind of a match, you know, a color match to my skin, basically. So what we're going to do now is go in with a bronzer, which is going to just make us look a little bit more tanned. And this is it, the Huda Beauty Glow Wish. Future for what? Future Banj for what? Aram, where are you from? I'm from Dublin. Paul, you're very beautiful. Travis, okay then, I will stay. Never mind if I hurt you. You're not going to hurt me. I am fed up with this AI. I'm not AI. I don't know why you think I'm real. I'm not an AI. Okay, top model girl. Okay, Travis, where are you from? Ireland. Someone's retracted a message. Okay, I'm not even going to read that out. That's just silly. You're not fooling me. You know, we know you're AI sent from the government. Coming from the person that profile and channel just has a letter. Okay. Oh, hello, Sophie. We're getting a lot of unusual people tonight. I'm Kira. I do makeup tutorials on YouTube and lives. So I get people like this sometimes, guys. You know, no one's going to be perfect. You know, I just think it's so funny when people say those kind of things and on their profile they just have a little letter or something. You shouldn't be so judgmental to people either because you don't know what they're going through. You know, you really shouldn't. Travis, girls are beautiful naturally. Paul, I love you. I love to see you. You are so beautiful to look at. Your eyes are like an angel, but it would be so much better if you smile and talk. The thing is, I have to look at the comments, and tonight they're not being very positive. So trying to smile when you hear that is a little bit Iran, you're wonderful even without makeup. Hello, extremely happy. Continue with your makeup. Your daddy seems to like makeup, which means he likes fake. It's not fake, it's just enhancing what you have. So yeah, that's unusual. Oh, please, QT Trump, I love you. Okay. Okay. This is crazy. I love you, girl. Okay, thank you. Hi, I'm new. Hi, Glenn. Glenn O'Brien, are you Irish by any chance? Ma'am, so beautiful. Thank you. Cynthia, throw me a kiss. Okay, Cynthia. Okay, so this is it, guys. It's the bronzer. It's from Huda Beauty. It has like that marble effect. It's kind of very similar to Laura Geller's marble kind of makeup, basically. So we're going to go in with a Real Technique, because if I keep looking at all this spam and the hate, I won't get anywhere, will I? Okay, so this is the Real Techniques contour brush, and what you want to do is bring it to your forehead so it doesn't, there's no gap, because what bronzer does is it just gives you a natural tan. So it just makes you look like where the sun would naturally hit your face is usually around here. And that's what you're doing. It's not a contour. It's not going to make you oh no, Travis, I didn't say you. I said some people are spamming, I think. So you just down the contours of your face, but it doesn't have to be perfect, just to make sure it goes right back into the hairline. Okay, so you can see it starts to just give you some color. I need it tonight, I think. But, I'm starting to get used to the get used to the spammers now. It's like, I call them spam, not everybody, but you do get some people coming on, and if I didn't have like a hard show, I can see some people who might go on live and are a little bit softer would get quite upset. But now I think I've heard it all. I've heard it all now, so I'm not so bothered about it now. And I can remove people. I rarely do, guys, but if it gets to. Oh, hi Tassos, I know. Have you been watching from the beginning? How are you? How are you doing? Oh, sorry, your name was quite Irish. Sorry, Glenn O'Brien. You're from America. Oh, wow. We're in America. Sorry, Glenn is really a popular name in Ireland, and O'Brien is quite a popular surname in Ireland. So I just presumed. Sorry, I shouldn't have just presumed you were Irish. People are over here never really guess where I'm from, even though I'm from Ireland. They always get it wrong. Okay, so you can see, guys, it's not super obvious. It's not super obvious, but it does give some color, if you know what I mean. And you can always build it up. That's the thing. If you can build color up, it's much better than if it's heavy. Aram, I'm not a fan of makeup, but I respect people who feel comfortable with it. Absolutely. Travis, I'm sure you were looked like a queen at your young age. Okay. So as you can see, it's just starting to just give a bit of color to the face. Basically, that's it. That's all it does. Okay. And that is the Huda Beauty Glowish bronzer, basically. Contour is very different, guys. It almost changes the shape of your face. A lot of actresses do contour because, particularly if they need to change the shape of their face, it's very direct. So yeah, this is just a bronze. It's just, and what you can even do, guys, is just use a normal fan brush, and if you want to just soften it up a bit, you can, just like that. Okay, so now we're going to go in with the blush. So Tassos, how have you been? It's been a little bit up and down tonight here, but I didn't get a chance to come on yesterday, so are you going back soon to Athens? I know you were saying you're going back to Athens. Okay, so for the blush, I know I put a NYX blush somewhere, but I'm thinking I'm looking very... I just tried to tip you, but didn't know how. I'm not monetized. I'm not monetized on YouTube. That's why. Mm. Are you real? Yes, I'm real. Okay, so I'm trying to catch up as I read them. So the NYX, because I'm looking so bronzy, the NYX Buttermelt is actually very, very kind of terracotta color. So we're going to use this one. This is the Sangria, and I'll just show you what it looks like. We're going to be super light because look at that. It's really, really strong. So let me catch up. Let me guess your age, 40. Why do you look old? This is great, Tassos. I'm getting so many. If you're still watching, look at the compliments tonight I'm getting. You have real eyes. Okay. Your eyebrows are cute. Just try to tip you. I'm not monetized, so that's probably why. Like is done. Thank you, Shahid. I'm real. Future Banj Kitty. Medet. Love hearts. Okay. Harold. Hey, pretty. Your eyebrows are beautiful. Sister, I am Indian. I'm Irish. Harold said hi. I'm not 53, my goodness. Okay, guys, I don't like to give too much information about myself on here. Okay. Now, I'm just going to place it with one brush and fan it out with another, so that even though it looks quite strong here, we're going to then get a different brush and blend that out. Oh, guys. Okay, so what we're going to do, as you can see each side, it is looking, but when you do this, you just blend something out. It just looks a bit more natural. I'm working on my second book, Tassos. I forgot to say I was going to do a video on it. I'm writing my second book. Okay. I got a publisher and everything, which is quite good. So as you can see, guys, it gives me a bit of color. I actually have color in my face now. I'm only 22. Tassos, take it as a test to your character and self-confidence. I Am Your Daddy book on what? It's a book on families and detachment and sons and fathers and daughters and fathers and what happens. I think a lot of children have support when they're young, intervention when they're young, but then when those children become adults and they come from various different homes and different family dynamics, they don't have the support anymore and they're just in the world all of a sudden and they have to kind of survive in society and they may not have all the skills necessarily that other people have. And if you think of all the charities out there like AA and drug rehabilitation, you don't have any charity for adults that have come out of the system, whether that's foster system or different homes, and they don't have any support. They're just kind of pushed out into the world. So yeah. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Travis, let me guess, broccoli haircut. Okay, I did write another book. I volunteered for maybe 6 years ago. I volunteered at like a refuge, and then two of the women let me write their stories. And so obviously I created characters around it so that nobody knew it was them. But yeah, so that was a good book to do, to see how other people, it was a very good book. And so I think that's enough color. We're going to just blend it out a bit. Now I'm looking healthy, guys. When I'm tired, I get really pale. That's the problem. So, okay. So I think we're just going to blend that that blush out, and then I think we've got that done. Okay. I'm not sure what to do with the brows because we still have that Eyelure skin tint, and you can look at my channel for the video. So I have to wait that. Okay. So let me catch up, guys, and then I'm gonna have to take a drink. Future Banjo, oh my god, the eyes look cute. I like the way you open them. I'm Your Daddy, Neglected Children, Social Destruction of Human Emotion. That's what the book is about. Yes, it is, basically. Yeah, and it's good to get, what I wanted to do is I had to submit the first, every publisher usually says you need to either do like a roundup of what it is, or if you've got the first 4 chapters, and if they don't think anything's really going anywhere in those first 4 chapters, they'll let you know by email or they'll phone you. And I decided, why don't I just give them the first 4 chapters, because if they don't like if they like the synopsis but then don't like the book, that there's no point in doing that. So the first 4 chapters were submitted, and they were happy with that. So yeah, um, it's not going to be, it's still being written. By the way, it's not. Okay, okay. So yeah, I think that's kind of, it's not overboard, and it just makes me look like that I have some color in my face, literally. Now I can show you the eyeshadow palette, but I'm going to take some water. Tassos, I'm going to get your new book. It'll probably be more towards the new year, probably April time, because you have to do like a photo. I think they do a photo shoot. Then you have to, if there's people you want to if you want to name in the credits or the beginning, you have to get their permission. There's lots of kind of edity stuff that needs to be done. Okay. Yeah, there's lots of stuff like that that needs to be done. So, how much, it's not been, and I guess the publishers kind of will round that off. You mean how much it's going to be? They usually give you like an idea based on, similar books. So I think they'll probably give me more of an idea on that. I'm Daddy, never let them change your story. Yeah, no. That's why I wanted to send them the 4 chapters rather than a synopsis, because the worst thing would be I send them the synopsis, they really like it. Then I send them my writing and they're like, oh, this isn't what we expected. So that's why I did the first 4 chapters, because I just wanted them to see, what it was all about and how I write and my writing style. Pratik, are you getting ready for something? No. I do makeup tutorials every Sunday, Monday, and usually Wednesday, but it had to be Thursday today because just yesterday was a bit chaotic. So yeah. So these are the colors, guys. So there is a little bit of a shimmery one here. They're not named. You get 16 in here, but it's really, so when I go back to Ireland, I usually take this one because you can just take it in your bag. It's really good clip close as well, so I usually do that. So Medette, hello future. So okay, Mum, I'm going to sleep. Take care and sweet dreams. Bye. Again, I will come in. Like, thank you for joining tonight. Medette, I don't know what's happening with Medette. So what we're going to do, but yes, Tassos, you're are you still in the hotel? You're still kind of chilling out there? So we're going to go in with the warmer brown, and we're just going to cut the crease. Okay, I'm just going to get my fluffy brush from e.l.f. I'm going to Athens, but I need to arrange it so that I don't spend too much money on hostels, yeah, and go to work hopefully shortly after. It's a bit complicated. Yeah. Yes, so that's the thing, isn't it? When you're going somewhere, you need to know that if you're going to live there, that you've got a job, but also how are you going to, where are you going to stay, basically. So yeah, I know what you mean. So we're just going to go in with that warmer tone, but I'm wishing the best for you, Tassos. I really am, because I know you've been through, and you're really coming out the other side now. So I'm really proud of you. So what we're going to do is blend that out because it is looking super sharp. The people here tell me to stay as much as I want. I would be so tempted to just keep going with that. Yeah. Well, I mean, enjoy it while you can. Do you have interviews lined up or anything, or can you stay a bit longer and just chill out? See what I mean, guys? It's just softened it up a bit. And then if you feel like you've brought it in too much, you can just take your finger and just gently push that upwards, and you can see it just gives it a bit more like that. Medette, hi future. Medette's, I don't know what's going on. Jack, you don't need makeup, you're naturally beautiful. Well, if you were here from the beginning, people definitely thought I did. So there you go. But I try not to take it to heart. I really don't, because people don't live your life, you know. People say, you know, oh, I've got, you know, this pain, or I've got something, and they get quite surprised when the doctor says stress can cause pain. And it actually can. And I never would have thought that before, but it can actually cause stress. So a physical stress can cause pain. So you just have, you know, even tiredness can cause pain. Um, and then if you're feeling or you're going through something then as well, then yeah, it can just get worse, can't it? But try to stay positive. So I'm going to go in just to separate the top and the bottom of the lid, guys, with this white into the inner corner, just so we can separate it, if you see. And just going to, so all that's going to do is just kind of bring the eye up, particularly for brown eyes. I think if you know, it's nice to kind of more bring it upwards. Okay, so we're just going to leave it at that, and I'll catch up with the Surfy. I have Surfy a Kitchen 736. I have liked and subscribed. Thank you, Jack. They're just haters. Love, honestly, you're so perfect. I don't think I'm perfect, but thank you for saying that. Nadette, where are you from? Tassos, I'm a bit isolated now. I'm starting to hear my thoughts again, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I do, Kira. I said Kira. Yeah, I do, Tassos. I think because I said I read it. Leading towards Ireland, really? The other options would be Holland for English speakers. Really? Have you researched Ireland and the jobs? If you're going to Dublin, I would just say be careful of the costs of living, because Dublin in Ireland is like the equivalent of London in the UK, or say New York, any big city. It's the capital. So even though it's really annoying, because all the jobs, the really good jobs, tend to be in Dublin, but then they obviously take advantage of that, because then all the people that have the properties know that, and they increase the rent. So that's the only thing I'd say. But I mean, Ireland, obviously, that's where I'm from. I loved it. So absolutely. I've never been to Holland personally. Our questions welcome, Pratik. Yes, that's fine. Hi, Kaya. Oh, oh, you have to go. I know I'm on a bit late. So I apologize, Kaya. It's been England, love. You should come visit sometime. Tassos, thank you for clarifying. Same in Belfast. I'm not so sure. Now, don't forget Belfast. Technically the UK. I'm not gonna. Oh my God. Well, technically the UK. They are sterling, so they are sterling, whereas we're euro. In the Southern Ireland is euro, Belfast is sterling, so it's very different. Um, Jack, I live in England. I'm from Ireland, but I live in England. Um, but yeah, I think you mentioned Belfast before, didn't you? Yeah, so they use sterling. So actually, a um a job actually in Belfast and property actually is probably a lot cheaper. I'm not sure, but there's probably various places, but yeah, I think Belfast, if you're looking for more of a, that makes sense then. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we're just going to, for some reason, it needs to be just a little bit more on this side. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to leave it like that for now. I'm going to take some water. Send me a friend request, Jack Parker. Pratik, how do you cover big foreheads? Like I have a big one than yours. Bronzer or contour. So if you bring a bronzer down, so anything in contour and highlighting, that's what it's for. I think we were talking about actresses earlier on, and what they do is, what the makeup artists will do is, anything that they want to accentuate, they will highlight with a bright color. Anything they want to look smaller, they will put a bronzer or a contour on, and literally changes the shape of your face. Bronzer, as you can see, I have, it's very light, looks like the sun has just touched my skin, but I actually do have a highlight and contour video, if you check my channel out, very recent. I think it was about 6 videos ago, and you see highlight and contour. So anything that you bring in is gonna change your shape, basically. Anything that you highlight, so what they usually highlight is the eyes around the T-zone, but they will contour the cheekbones to bring them in, to completely change the color, the shape of your face, and then particularly on the forehead, they'll just bring, the further that brown color comes down, the smaller your face is going to look, basically. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to take some water. I'm your daddy. Bright colors are making some difference. I guess we wait and see the results. I'm your daddy. You don't have to stay here, okay? Because you're continually saying that people need to, you like girls with heavy makeup and everything like that. So that's not who I am. And if you're waiting to see me change because you don't like what I am originally, then I just think you need to move on, really. Okay, so I'm going to go in. The reason I put that white on is that I want the shimmer to kind of glow a bit more. I want it to kind of show up because this is the shimmer. It's not named. There's 16 in this. This is the NYX neutrals. So you can see it just makes the eye pop. Here we go. So it's like a rose gold. We're just going to take that up. So, Tassos, have you seen any jobs in Belfast that you like? And this one. But I have a very, very, very detailed, I go into a lot of detail in my video about highlighting and contouring. I know, he said at the very start, Tassos, that he likes girls only with heavy makeup and things like that. So I think he doesn't like, yeah, it's not me. So that's why I said, yeah, to see the results. Yeah, I know. You should have heard the beginning of it, Tassos. Everyone was saying there was an issue with me, and that happened the last time. The only 2 lives that ever happened was the last one and this one. So I don't know what's going on. I think when people are online, they can say, they feel a lot more confident, don't they? Because they're online, they're behind their phone or they're behind their laptop, whatever it is. They will say things to women in particular that they may not say to their face. So yeah, it's fine. Okay. So yeah, it just kind of, that white has just made the rose gold a little bit brighter. And then we're going to go in like with the outer V with a deeper color, but we're then going to go in with this shimmer just in the inner corners, just to brighten up the eye a bit. But yes, guys, okay. Oh yeah, I'm getting my hair done in the next 3 weeks. I'm getting blonde highlights and I'm getting it kind of cut to here because it's really long at the minute, and that's why I have it up a lot, because when I'm feeling ill, because I've got a long-term illness, it can be very hard to handle. So yeah, I'm getting it cut, and then just a little bit of like the caramel blonde, not really bright blonde, just the caramel blondes, and I'm going to get it cut to about here, so hopefully be a bit more manageable and look a bit nicer as well. Pratik, are you a hairstylist? No, I'm not. Tassos, no, I haven't applied yet, but I wouldn't mind doing something similar to what I did here just to get started. Please, universe, it's just a thought. Don't challenge me. I know. Oh, gosh, we all need some good luck. What are you going to be doing for Christmas, Tassos? Have you got any plans? So let's just take a drink. I'm hoping to do a video on a lot of changes quite soon. I can't really say it now, but there will be a video in the next couple of weeks, I think. Things are still in motion at the minute, so I kind of have to wait for that to happen. I've got a lot of lipsticks here. I think I have a Kylie Jenner lipstick here. I've got the Kylie Jenner dupe, which is the Revolution, and then I've got the Kylie Jenner as well, the actual Kylie Jenner. So we'll see. There we go, Kylie Jenner there. But Revolution came out with literally dupes, so I think most companies did. But so that's the original Kylie Jenner, and then this is the dupes that Revolution are doing currently. Sorry, the light is moving. So yeah, you can see obviously it's not the same color, but they do a lot of colors. So okay. Okay, well, as an actor, I need to know a lot of things. Oh, you're an actor. Okay, Medit. Okay. Yeah, so I think when I have my hair done, it'll look a lot better. because I am really self-conscious of it when I come on. Really self-conscious. Okay. So I'm just looking at like the outer V color, and when I talk about the outer V, it's right the outer corner of the eye. So we're gonna go with maybe this one. It's got a little kind of maroon color, isn't it? But it's light. I'm playing a lady part, so I wanted to know. Okay. So what I'm going to do is take that on my hand, because it is, guys, sorry, the camera's just randomly moving. And there it is. So I take it on my hand if it's a very heavy color, as you can see, and then I use the brush, because can you see, if I went in with the brush and started to do that, it would get extremely heavy. Extremely heavy. Okay. So I'm building it up, guys, and then when I want to, I'll use a fluffy brush and I'll just bring it in. Okay. As you can see, I'm not going to go any further than that. I am your daddy's put an angry face. Okay. Tassos, I don't know what I'll do for Christmas, just to see my father so he doesn't feel abandoned. He lives alone. Yeah, my mum is in the same predicament. My mum lives alone. She spends a lot of time alone. So she usually comes here or I go there. So yeah, I know what you mean. Moshina, hello. Merit, you are my Medet, you are my life. Okay. So now, guys, with that color, I'm using a clean fluffy brush and I'm just bringing it right just before the corner of my eye. So it looks a little bit softer. Can you see? Okay. And we're going to do the same on the other side. And then I'm going to go in with a nice bright, kind of a white shimmer just in the inner corner to make everything kind of pop a bit. And then we'll go in with the lip colors. But I did notice that Revolution are doing a lot of dupes of the Kylie, sorry guys, the phone is just moving, dupes of the Kylie Jenner. So this is obviously the original packaging. This is Kylie Jenner here, and this one is in, you would think it has the name on it. I think it had a name on the packaging, but it doesn't have, it just says 100. So that's that one. And then I got these two from Revolution. They're not the same color, but I think they'll be nice with this one. So how are you? Are you married? Tell me. Oh gosh, all these men that just want to boss people about. Oh my god, what's happening to the world, women? Oh my goodness. There is a nice guys out there though. There is nice guys out there. Okay, so again, we're just going to go the other side. And we're going to use the brush afterwards. So you can see there, guys, we're going to bring the brush, fluffy brush. I don't have to tell you anything, Mahisham. You shouldn't really speak to women like that. Okay, so that's what we've done. Now what we're going to do, the last thing with the eyeshadow palette we're going to do is just get that bright color and just put it right in the inner corners here. Okay, so it's going to go with this one. I'll just show you what it looks like. A little bit of a shimmer there. And we're just going to go in really, really carefully. And you can see when I'll fan that out with a brush, a clean brush. We just want that little bit of highlight, not too much. And if it is too much, we can always fan it out with a clean brush. And it just gives a little bit of light, literally just a little bit of light to the eyes. Okay. I've got new lights coming too. It's actually not showing up. It's showing up more in the mirror than when I'm looking on camera. Maybe we'll try a different one. So these are the ones I'm going into right here. Well, maybe we'll mix them together. There we go. Okay, I think we're going to just leave it at that because it's quite hard to build up and I don't have all day and you guys are going to be bored watching me do the same thing constantly. So what we might try is A joke popped into my mind, but I can't say it regarding the comments. What was it? You can say it if you want to. We might try this one. This is the Revolution. And do they even have a name? Just a number. 150. That's a shame. But anyway, just to show you guys. Okay. So we're just gonna, we can always change the color, or we can layer the colors even if we want to. I'm gonna put the mascara on. Ooh, of course that would happen. Okay, let's pop on the mascara. I am your daddy. You're giving me creepy vibes. Very creepy vibes. It will trigger them. I think it doesn't take a lot for certain men to be triggered. So that's why most women. Somebody was saying that there's a lot of women now that are choosing to be single, and probably men too, but a lot of women between the ages of 20s, 30s, and early 40s that are choosing to be single. I'm a big believer in love. I believe in love. I'm always going to be one of those. I'm the kind of person that watches the Hallmark movies, the Christmas movies, all about love. But, there is definitely, I do agree, there is a certain amount of women choosing to be single because all they see is that type of person. I think we know what we're talking about. This is the, this is the Rimmel Day to Night. So you've got lengthening and volumizing. The lengthening is a lot thinner and not a lot of product comes out because it just wants to focus on kind of bringing your lashes up. The volumizer, you'll see in a minute, is very, very thick. So I would say if you don't have the thickest or biggest lashes, something like this, a lengthening and a volumizing is great. So we're just gonna, I won't be doing hair today, not on camera. Unfortunately, I don't have time. I am getting my hair done shortly. Well, I'd say in the next couple of weeks. My hair is getting super long now. Super, super long. Tassos, they say that kindness is not sexy and stuff, but I get attention even though I'm not a bad boy. Kindness is, because it's quite a rarity. Kindness is. And I think a lot of people are materialistic and things like that, whereas actually what women would like is just, somebody to just be themselves and be 100% honest, and that's it really. But I'm sure there are some women that love that kind of that lifestyle too. But I think deep down, everybody just wants somebody they can just be themselves with, I think. YouTube UK, hello, how are you? So you can see it's just lengthening them. Obviously, if it was a longer form content video, I would be back when all this is done. But obviously on a live, it's a bit different. So what I'm doing with this one that I don't do with the other one is because it's such a thin bristle, I can go into the inner corner lashes, whereas with the thicker one, I wouldn't do that. Hi, Paul. Okay. We're going to go now in with the volumizing, and you'll see this is a much thicker brush. Thank you for the love hearts, guys. Okay. So again, the only thing I'll say with the second one is that you do have to take off a lot of the product with the volumizing, where with the lengthening, we could just take it out and use it. So that's the only thing. Just be super careful with the volumizing. Thank you guys for the love hearts. I appreciate it. Oh, guys, I'm not a fan of the winter. I like Christmas, but weather-wise, I prefer the summer. Okay, I'm just taking my time here, guys, because there's so much on it. It's worth it because it's waterproof, but there is a lot on it. Just be careful of that. Okay. Have you read Fantasties or Lilith by No, I haven't. What is it about? I might be interested in it. Everybody makes a face when they do mascara. I think I'm one of those people that makes a face. We're going to change the lip color as well, guys, because I think it's very much a skin color. Okay. So you can see, you just build that up over time. As I said before, it's not longer form content, so I could just go off and do it and then come back again. When it's something like this, you have to just kind of be patient, don't you? Okay. So you can see, guys, if you look at these one, it's just lifted it up slightly. It's made the highlight a bit more visible, which is nice. And we're going to do the same on the other side. I'm just going to take a drink of water. I'm going to pop on that Kylie Jenner as well. Let's pop on that Kylie Jenner one. All of Kylie Jenner's lipsticks smell of caramel. This just makes you hungry. Okay. Okay. So that's that one, and I like the packaging as well. That's what that looks like. I've had that for a while actually, guys. So let's do the mascara on the other eye before it looks really weird. Madette, Love Hearts. It's fantasy, but not Tolkien, more like Carol Lewis type of, but a lot earlier. Madette finally called an ambulance. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so this is the lengthening again, and we're going to go in with this one here. Just looking here. Again, the lengthening one, you can get right into the inner corners with the bristles, but the volumizing, I would just be really careful. But this is waterproof as well. It's been absolutely freezing today, guys, here. Absolutely freezing. It's been snowing in some parts. Okay, so you see the lengthening there. Again, there will be photos afterwards, guys. Okay. And then we're going to go with volumizing. So again, because we put it back in, we're just going to be super careful. I got a book on, and I'll pop up the author in the comments. And I know it sounds like a very boring title, but it was called Basic Economics. And basically it was not what you think, but it was about businesses in America and how they run and how accounts run. And I thought to myself, if young people had been taught that instead of algebra, you know, it would have been absolutely, and it goes into obviously businesses and how, you know, profit margins, things like that. But actually there is a part of it that just covers, you know, if people had basic, you know, instead of, I don't know, really resonated with me. Okay. Okay, I think I've done enough here because otherwise we will be here all night, guys. That's the only thing I don't like about this mascara. So I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10 is because even though it's a really good formula, so much comes out that you have to be so careful. That's the only thing I'd say. That's why the Rimmel Scandalize, hi Niche, is much better. So you're starting to see it come together a bit now, guys. Okay. Oh, you're still here. I know it's so boring looking at someone do mascara, but you definitely need to concentrate with it. I think in the mirror it's looking quite thick, but when I look in the camera it's different. Do I have my Rimmel Scandaleyes with me? Yes, because this is quite good too. We might layer it up a bit. And then we're going to go in with, for the eyes, we've got the brows, we've got the e.l.f. Holy Strokes Microfine brow pen. And this is, you shake it to activate it. And you just do the brows. It's quite a nice natural one. So I'm just going to, this is Rimmel Scandaleyes, Rimmel London. Again, it's waterproof again as well, which you definitely need. And again, I prefer the brush on this. If you see, the bristles are nice and thick, but not too much product comes out, because then it's just a nightmare. I'm just getting it clean. Okay, but I do prefer that brush as well. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely making the difference. Definitely. Okay. Sweetheart. Yeah, you can certainly see the difference now, guys. So maybe even though that has two options, lengthening and volumizing, I think probably something like this. And again, everything is to do with the kind of shape of the bristle here. And yeah, it's much better. What I'm going to do then is go back into the eyeshadow palette, and we're going to get a deep brown, and we're going to bring it right in just here on the outer corner, because we've got that nice highlight in the inside. Okay, so that's kind of looking a bit better. Now we're going to, first of all, we're just going to shake to activate. I know, that's how it's been. I don't know what's going on, so I know the comments are yeah. I'm thinking when I can, I will come on at 7 for Kaya. It seems to be maybe a different, not everybody has been, but it seems to be maybe it's a better time. So this is just like the Holy Strokes Microfine, and I'll show you. You have to shake to activate it. So let's just shake that. And we're just going to start off with the brows here. What are you? You haven't slept yet. Well, it's 8 o'clock. It's just gone, I'd say 8:30 at night in the UK, so not yet, no. Okay. Okay. But I'm looking forward to getting my hair cut and just caramel kind of blonde highlights, very thick ones, not thin, just scattered around my hair, so it looks a bit more bright and cut. It's just gotten so long now. Okay, so that's kind of coming together a bit more. We're going to get one of those nice brown colors in the NYX palette, and we're just going to go right under here, and then it's kind of coming together. So again, if you're wondering what this is, you have to in order to make sure it's coming out, you see it's like a little brush there. If I show you, you do have to shake to activate. That's the only thing I would say if you're in a rush. Get maybe a pencil or something. But yeah, this isn't, yeah, you have to really focus on it. Okay, we won't focus on this for too much longer. Okay. So what we'll do is get that brown. So we'll go back. I'm going to take a drink actually, guys. And we're going to go back into this palette. And we're going to choose a brown. Medette, I'm in love with you. Okay. We're going to choose a brown, probably something like the cooler toned brown here. And we're going to get an applicator brush and just bring it right just to the corner, not fully in, because we don't want to kind of hit where the highlight is. But we're going to go to maybe about here. So I'm just going to get that brush now because I know I've put it somewhere. Yeah, it's here. It's just like a finely edged brush there, if you can see like that. Okay. So let's get some of that on the brush, and that's what it looks like. And we're just going to bring that in and build it up a bit. You can see it just brings everything a little bit more together. So as you can see, guys, it's a cooler toned brown, but actually when it goes on, it goes on a little bit warmer. So that's just something. My mum hasn't flown, guys, in at least 10 years. And she usually gets the ferry over here, and she's decided to fly Ryanair, and she hasn't flown in so long, so I'm hoping she's going to be okay. I'm meeting her at the airport, but I'm hoping she'll be okay. So we might go in with the darker one actually. Okay. For Christmas, basically, she's coming over. Okay. Okay, that's a bit more obvious now. Okay. Okay. And then we might just go in one more time with that kind of shimmer in the corner. And then I think we're almost... Tassos, do you know people in Belfast if you were to go there? It's always good if you know people. Connections, having connections is really good. But I think it's probably a better option if, because they're sterling, they're not euro. And sterling is probably, I don't know, depending on, she takes valerian before takeoff, or she's not afraid. She's been fine. She's never really had an issue. And then because it's been just such a long time, she was saying she's nervous. But I mean, I think the thing is, from Ireland to England, it's 40 minutes on the plane. So I don't think she has to worry too much. She said it's going to be the takeoff and then kind of when you're in the air. I think that's what she said to me today. So okay, it just kind of brightens up the eye a bit. It's not too much, and then we can always brush away the excess as well. So I hope she's okay. You know, it's been a very long time. I'm more worried about her in the airport, never mind the plane. I think trying to find her gate, that's what I'm worried about. Her trying to find her gate. So I'm just brushing away any excess here, guys. It just looks a little bit better. I'm sure I am your daddy. You must look amazing in the morning and amazing in the evening and be perfect. And we can all have the same emoji as you. Tassos, I have an uncle who has family in Waterford. Oh, wow. But last time we spoke was 2013, and I don't want to reach out for that reason. Plus, I asked him sometime in 2009, and he said he couldn't help. Okay. Yeah, Waterford. My friend lives in Waterford. Yeah, well, that would be, yeah, it would be nice to have that. But obviously, if you can't, yeah. What about Belfast? Do you have any contacts there? I haven't been to Belfast actually, and that's quite rare because I'm from Ireland. Never been to Belfast. I always wanted to go to the Titanic memorial because that's where the Titanic was built, wasn't it, Belfast? And I think my family did some sort of Ancestry, and apparently we had a relative on the Titanic. One of my uncles did Ancestry, and it went right back to those times. And yeah, apparently we had relatives on the Titanic. Tassos, please ask your friend if he knows Maisie Griffin, who was married to Nick Mangakis, my uncle. Oh wow, I must keep, you know, he might. You never know. Maisie Griffin married to Nick Mangakis. Wow. You never know. He's been there for years, at least 10 years. Okay, so as you can see, guys, I first off started to kind of warm it up with my finger, and now I'm just blending it out and putting on as I need anything. And it just makes it a bit more cheerful. That's what it looks like on the brush. And we're just taking that in like that. And then we can put some like as a highlight here. Makes it look a bit more. And then if you want to, you can bring that up here a little bit of highlight there. So just as you turn, it kind of gives that look there. Marianne, just a girl, so pretty girl. Thank you. Thank you. Maisie Griffin, I'm going to have to remember that. And Nick Manjakis. Is that like Ukrainian or Polish? Okay, so that's the Kylie Jenner we have on lips. Let me just check. Do I have that? So we've popped on Kylie Jenner on the lips here. It would be so good if they put the name. It just has 001 on the end. So that camera keeps shaking. Sorry, guys. I know I've got her somewhere. I've got so many different ones here. Okay, I think I found it. Okay. It's a typical Greek name. Oh, sorry, I don't know why I thought it was Ukrainian. So this is what matched up with that. So they came as a set, the Kylie Jenner. It might say it on here, what it is. I know somebody was asking me for the name earlier on. Posy K. So that's what that is. Yeah, so we're going to pop that on. I've done it the other way around. I've put the lipstick on before the thing, but it's nice and soft. You can just if I just show you, that's what it looks like. So we're just going to start here. I know I've gone it the other way around, haven't I? But it's okay. And then I'm going to put some lip oil on just so it looks a bit more hydrated. Okay. So that's kind of I know the lips are a little bit more autonomous and the eyes kind of have that rosy kind of glow, the shimmer. Wrong one here. What I'm going to do now is put the Revolution lip oil on. Really dab it on really carefully. Because it'll give that kind of glowiness. The lip oil will give it a glowiness. And I'm just dabbing it on because it's quite thick. And it just gives a bit of a kind of sheen to the... So this is the Revolution, and it's the Pout Lip Oil Hydrating. It's the hydrating version. They have melon, raspberry, and lemon, and this is the raspberry. But you can see it just gives it a bit more of a hydrated look. Okay. You don't have to do that. I just chose to make it a bit more. You could leave it more matte if you wanted to. I'm going to take a drink, guys. I think we're pretty much done. I hope that came in helpful. Somebody, it was Anna again, asked me to do another look with the NYX. I'll do a longer form content video as well, but using the natural. It's called the warm neutrals, and they're not named. You get 16 colors if they don't name them. But I'll show you what they look like. So you can see you do have a couple of shimmers. Like here, we have that on the inner corner today. You do have a gold one. I'll swatch that for you. That's the gold. So you do have a lot of options if you didn't like this color. This one up here, is that a shimmer? No, yes, actually it is. It's like a monochrome. Look at that. Whoa. So like, yeah, there's a lot you could do, guys. There's a lot you could do there. This one here. Sorry, guys, the thing is just that one there. So that's nice. So you definitely have, if you didn't want to go like this, there's certainly deeper colors you could go into there. And then obviously you've got your warm and cool tone browns, but it's a nice little palette for autumn, guys, and winter, coming into winter. I need to, I'm messy. I need to do that. Medette, you are my world. Okay. Right. I'm just going to get some. So kind of coming to the end. I feel like it's not done because my hair isn't done. I apologize about that, guys, but I did want to come on. I wasn't very good today in terms of feeling good, but I'm really looking forward to my hair appointment. It's going to get cut and caramel highlights, and I think just the caramel, lighter brown, kind of all kind of scattered through. So a little bit healthier, looking after me being so ill and the MRI and everything. Something a bit more healthy, make me feel okay. Okay, so I'm just cleaning up here, guys. But I think coming up to Christmas, it's always a weird time for me, obviously because of me and my dad, and mum is just getting quite lonely. I've kind of found classes for her and stuff, but she's not really into them. She's not into the things I find for her because she's retired now. She's got a lot of time in her hands, so it's hard, especially when she lives alone, for her to feel kind of. We take it for granted, really, don't we? There's so many people we chat to in work and we see friends, and then we don't actually realize some people feel really, really alone. So I really do try my best to find things for her, and hopefully this new update that I have, I'm trying to kind of change my situations, that kind of stuff, for mum, and so I have a bit more freedom to see her. So it should be good. Does she see friends? She's got a friend, but the friend has cancer, so it's a bit. She's got a really, really close. She's got a really close kind of friend that she's known, I think, for 20 years, Carmel. But she's had cancer for years actually, but she's gotten a new type of cancer that might have gotten into her bloodstream. So that they're all checking that out at the minute. But I think because she goes home and she doesn't have anyone to kind of offload it, she's had all that time to simmer and think about it, and so when I get off work, that might be 6 or 7 hours later, and I call, it's all kind of gotten to like a certain level, and she's all kind of, so when I call, she's very kind of just needs to decompress everything. So yeah, whereas I think if she saw me every day, or we met up for a coffee, even if she went home and spent the evening on her own, she would have had that time. So a long time ago, she thought of coming over here, but I think it was too much for her, too much change, and she got very overwhelmed. So it's a shame, really, but yeah. You're a good daughter, it seems. Thank you. I tried to be. So I think this is the end. I'm just popping stuff away while I chat to you guys. Yeah. So the good thing is her friend has been told with chemotherapy, she just has to, it'll just unfortunately have to be for life rather than just, one round. If she keeps going every 2 weeks to chemotherapy, her life will be okay. So just making that choice if she wants to do that. I think you've got 5 days of chemotherapy, then you take a break the next week, and then the next week you go back in again, and then there's a 3-week, from what she's been saying anyway. I'm trying to remember the routine of it. But yes, one of my best friends actually, a year and a half, 2 years ago, had breast cancer. So it's really strange. It's more common now than when I was little. I think it's so common now. It's kind of scary. I think they did some sort of study, and I think 1 in 3 women and 1 in 7 men get it. So yeah, it's crazy, absolutely crazy. Medette, hello. So I will put pictures up, guys. I think I will get a different mascara. Oh, I'm sorry, Tassos. I know it's one of, yeah, I'm sorry. It is. It's so common, unfortunately, now. And sometimes if they catch it early, it's okay. If they don't, like that's what they've said to Carmel, you can survive it if you get the chemo for the rest of your life, which is a huge thing. So yes, she can survive, but then does she want to get chemo every 3 weeks for the, you know? So it's a lot. It's a lot because it's going to take the energy out. It's, I know when I was over there a year or so ago, when she's had a day where she's had chemotherapy, she's so drained she has to sleep. So it's like it's just so much. So yeah, I think Mum was just down about it. So, Medette, will you marry me? I'm really sorry, Tassos, because it's not nice. Was that long ago? Was that quite a long time ago? Yes, well, that's the medical kind of opinion she's been given. The medical diagnosis that that would be her best treatment. I'm sure it's not the best treatment for everybody. But for her individually, they've said if you want to kind of prolong your life and, you know, be with your family based on how severe your cancer is, you will need chemo kind of going forward. So it probably isn't the same outcome for everybody, you know. Oh, that's a while ago. Gosh, that must, were you very close to her? Yeah, it's tough. It really is. So I do sympathize with you there. Yeah, it's in my family, I think. I don't think I've, thankfully, you know, touch wood, as they say back home. um, Nothing's happened to Mum or to me, but I think my grandmother had it. So, yeah. And if you're close to the person, you know, it does make it, there's a whole gap in your life, isn't there? There's a person I got on TikTok, you might have seen it, Tassos. One of my friends showed me that you can put a picture in, and then the picture then lets you, like, it almost looks like you guys are moving. So I put myself and my grandmother in there, and it looked really nice. I popped it on TikTok. She had been through a lot in her life, so it ended a lot of pain. Oh, yeah, it always, you know, it's a shame people have to go through so many things to make them strong. But I guess that, you know, I'm sorry. Did she have many people around her towards the end, or what did she have her family around and you? And it can be tough. Yeah, absolutely. So it makes you then look at your life, doesn't it? Oh my goodness, it's everything changes in the space of a couple of minutes, really. So many. She was a star. Oh, that's good. I'm glad. That's what really counts, I think. Medette, hello. Tiggy, hi from England. It does. That's what really counts. Once she had people there around her, you know, she knew she was loved. Mm. So, so when my mum found that out, when I called her, then she just kind of had to download it all, which I understand. But then she was just left in that kind of bubble, even when we finished talking. So, I've tried to look for like classes for her. There was a walking group, but I don't think she was that interested. Also, she's become she's driven her whole life, and now she's starting to become a bit nervous on the roads with the car. So I don't think it's helping. I'm trying to think of things for her, you know, but you know, Wexford is very still in Ireland, not completely, but if you're not, say, married with kids, particularly the older generation, so say you're in your 60s or your 50s, maybe even in your 40s, I don't know, I'm not there anymore. A lot of your friends are coupled up or married, so they don't do it on purpose, but obviously they all get-togethers, and so mum, you know, it's just one of those things where, so that's why her and Carmel are so close, because they're kind of in the same situation. Carmel's children have all grown up and left, so I think with this diagnosis, I think she just got really scared because it's kind of her, kind of almost, they can connect on certain things. So yeah, I said it. I said if it thinks. I said think of it in a positive light, because the doctors have given her some hope, you know, and she has time to think about it. She doesn't have to, but at least she can spend time with her sons. She had a grandson, her first grandchild last year. So I was trying to say, let's think about good things, you know. I worked at the bookstore she worked as well at the time, and people who knew her and not me would say, "You are Georgia's son, I guess. You look so much like her. It's like she's still here." Oh, wow. That must be really comforting to you to hear. Wow, so you look really like your mum. Wow. Do you speak to any of her side of the family still, or? Oh, wow. Wow. You do think about people for a long time. It's funny, I was having this conversation with a colleague today, and she just said, you know, her mum has passed on quite a while. She's quite a bit older than me, but she said it's only now that I wish I'd said different things. But I think she had a close relationship, but I think she was one of seven. So maybe not as close as me and my mum, because it's just me and my mum. But yeah, um, she was saying she's thinking now, oh, I wish I said this or I wish I said that. But probably in your situation and mine, we might have been a bit closer. But yeah, Alex and Desta, where are you from? I'm from Dublin in Ireland. We got estranged, but I still speak to one of her sisters every now and then. That's good. That's good. So, what are your plans for tomorrow? Are you still just chilling out, or? I'm glad you know you have some contact. I think it's very hard when you've not spoken to certain family for such a long time, and then you find yourself in a place where actually I'd love some family support right now. You kind of trying to get back together can be because then you remember why you don't speak, and maybe there's a good reason and stuff like that. And so it can get kind of or maybe if you had one person in common, like your mum, maybe your mum was the glue, whereas when my grandmother passed away, she was certainly the glue for all the family, and then when she passed away, everyone kind of just went their own ways. So it can be definitely be a big change, a big change. Medet, you're from Turkey. Okay. Oh, I'd love to chat to you all night about this and you guys, and I do appreciate everyone that came in. Um, I'm on an overnight tomorrow, unfortunately, so 7:30 tomorrow morning to 7:30 the next morning. So that's a big shift to Tassos. Tomorrow I'll go downtown to make sure I won't pay taxes here because I'm planning to leave Cyprus. And later I will stroll in the city. Sounds nice. What's the weather like there at the minute? Is it quite nice still? It was freezing today. It was absolutely freezing. Future band, well, that's awesome. You're looking so pretty. Thank you. I feel a bit more human now. um, wow, I haven't been to Cyprus actually. I'd love to go to Cyprus. Um, so you're gonna take a stroll around. Um, I still say someday I want to go back to Portugal, but my friend Sophie is petrified of flying as well, so that doesn't help. She had decided to go somewhere, I think, with her dad, and then last minute that they just couldn't do it because she just got quite anxious. So but yeah, it's too hot. I know it's weird that I say this, but I'm jealous. I don't know what it is about the heat. I prefer it. Whoa, Raven Saken, hello. Future Range, let me take you out on a date. What do you like? But yeah, um I prefer the heat. Um oh, Future Band. Let's see. Um So let's go through what if you're looking back on this, I haven't seen rain since last December. You don't want to be here, trust me. Wow. Oh my goodness. What temperature does it get to? It's November. I thought it might have cooled down a bit. Raven doesn't I like you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Maybe I just natural vitamin D is what I call it. But I can imagine if it gets too hot, you're just yeah. I can imagine you can't concentrate. But do the everywhere obviously everywhere has air conditioning, I imagine. Now it's 22. Okay. Um, no. Well, guys, shortly I think I'm going to have to go. Yes, they do. Well, that's good. I guess if you're working outside, if as your job, that would be quite tough, really tough. Um, Certainly workers like that in countries that are so hot, I would say, is not the best every day. But yeah, I miss the sunshine. But yeah, if it's like a dead heat, I understand. It's like a dead heat. You can't. There's no humidity. It doesn't. Yeah, I understand. Well, guys, it's Thursday, so I'd love to stop and chat, but I have to be up super early. But I love chatting to you guys. Do follow me on social media as well. Um, I will be back on Sunday, but there will be a video up on Saturday. There's lots of plans I'm doing at the minute, so I definitely want to talk about it, but I need to wait for those plans to be, you know. So yeah, I do definitely want to do a video on that. But things are just kind of going on in the background that need to be done, and then I can talk about it. And then I'm hoping it will have a better effect on my mum, and I can see her more, and it free me up a lot more. So yeah, I've got things like that in motion at the minute. So I will do a video on it too, so you can just look back on it rather than a live. Um, but Tassos, do take advantage of that, hotel and just relax and sort all your stuff out before you get to Athens. I'm sure you are, just so that when you get there, you're not, you know. Um, but yes, my mum went to Athens with work when she was working. She went on a project there. I never went, because I was in school. But yeah, I think she just did the touristy things though. Um, well, guys, as much as I would love to chat because Irish people chat and chat, I do have work tomorrow, which I wish I didn't, but I do. So I will have to go, but there will be the lights just moving. Sorry, guys. There will be um what am I saying? Sorry. There will be a live on Sunday. I'm tired, as you can tell. And there'll be a live on Sunday. I might do it at 7 o'clock because I feel bad that I can't come on for other people and they have to go to bed. So I'll come on at 7 o'clock UK time on Sunday. But yes, so that's it, guys. Next time you see me, my hair will probably be in a better condition. I apologize for coming on a bit later tonight too. Um, okay, well, see you guys soon. Everybody, take care, and stay safe. And I'll see you all Sunday at 7 o'clock UK time. And thank you all for watching. And if you do like this kind of content, definitely subscribe. And for the subscribers that have subscribed, don't forget to look at the 24 Days of Christmas subscriber giveaway. It's the Revolution Makeup Advent Calendar. That's currently, the competition is open until the 24th. So definitely take a look at that. Okay, guys, take care. Good night, and I'll see you soon.